My Lords, I rise briefly to offer the strongest possible Green Group opposition to all of these amendments. And I do that to make sure that the breadth of opposition across your Lordship's House is demonstrated. I'm hoping we're going to hear from the government front bench very strong opposition too, but I can't be sure of that, so I want to put this on the record. I'm going to start with this rather oddly grouped amendment from the Noble Lord Howard of Rising about bats, which the Noble Lord characterised bats as a minority interest. Well, I hope I'm going to demonstrate why bats are not a minority interest. And I'm going to begin with a study that was published in Science Journal on the 6th of September last year. And this is what's happened in the United States of America in certain areas where all of the bats have been wiped out by white nose disease. In those areas, it's a natural experiment. The rate of child mortality, infant mortality, has gone up significantly. This looks very strange. How can this be? How is the health of these newborn babies and the health of bats related? Well, the way it's related is that with the bats gone, insect populations have risen enormously, and then farmers have sprayed 30% more pesticide, and that pesticide is linked to infant deaths. Now, when I talk about this study, I'm usually focusing on the pesticide use, but I think in this case, there's an important illustration of a point we were discussing in an earlier group of amendments about One Health. Human, environmental and animal health are intimately interrelated, and the health of our ecosystems, and I will say with the greatest of respect that we, indeed from the Noble Lord's own benches, there was a suggestion that there should be education about ecosystems to members of the government and civil servants. Well, maybe we need them right across the House, because ecosystems, including bats, are crucial to the health of all of us. And we are one of the most nature-depleted countries on this planet, and that is bad for human health. I come now to the other set of amendments in this group, in the name of the Noble Lady Baroness Scott. And I was talking about that last amendment about the health of our society. My reaction to these amendments is about the nature of our society. What kind of country are we? Changing our planning law, creating a special use category for asylum seekers, is entirely inappropriate and dangerous. The Noble Lady Baroness Scott said these amendments, I quote, are targeted. Absolutely too right, they are targeted, and that's very evident and very disturbing. Now, I am concerned about people being accommodated in hotels, and there are impacts on local communities. But I would also stress that those hotels are inappropriate accommodation for asylum seekers, very inadequate accommodation that's not providing for them appropriately. What we should be doing is welcoming the vast majority of these people who will be recognised as refugees, providing a mechanism where their applications are processed far faster, and so they don't have to stay. And indeed, I presented a proposal yesterday from the Refugee Council how to ensure we don't need hotels within just about a year. But better still, my honourable friend in the other place, the MP for Bristol Central, pointed out that if we allowed asylum seekers to work, then we also wouldn't need the hotels. But this group of amendments is entirely inappropriate and wrong, and I'm hoping that's what we're going to hear from other sides of the House as well.
My Lords,